Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a little bit about the Spinbackup, which is a cloud-to-cloud backup and cloud cybersecurity for the Google suite. I mean, yeah, it's all about your Google data or most of the Google data, which is sometimes a bit hard to back up. I mean, of course, you can go to takeout.google.com and settings takeout, and then you can select your data which you want to download. I mean, I still sometimes even do that to make sure that I have everything. If as a last resort, if everything fails, but it's a little bit of work, and these big zip files are sometimes a little bit of pain, and you forget that. And yeah, as when you select them all and you go, I have a lot of data here, and I go to here, it's probably it's way too much anyway, so I would have to deselect my biggest container anyway, which are the YouTube and photos. Where did I have them? Can't find them at the moment. I think here. Yeah, why didn't they sort with the P? Yeah, I don't get it, so no problem. So yeah, now the biggest containers are off. I think that's everything which is really needed. So you go to next, select zip files, make it use big if you are capable to do that, and say go down, you say create archive, and then yeah, it's currently prepared. So it takes yeah, a couple of minutes, or in my case rather a couple of hours till Google is finished, and then I get an email, and then I have to come back and download everything, and it takes a lot of time and bandwidth and everything. So yeah, I was looking for some alternate solution, which I have found. So you see them, spinbackup.com. There are not many solutions like this. I've been looking for a long time to find a web page or a tool which is capable to do that and doesn't cost a fortune. That was very important. So you have this cloud-to-cloud backup, you have one option for business, and you have the Spinbackup for individuals, which is free for up to 4 gigabyte. And if you need more space, which probably most of the people require, then it costs a little bit. Here we still have the detail, automatic backup, recovery, the local downloads. I could not figure out how this work. And here we have the, yeah, here you see what they backup. They backup the Gmail, your Drive, contacts, calendar, photos. But we have been at the Google page before, and as you have seen, there is much more at the Google at your Google account. So let's see, let's say the Spinbackup does not backup blogger bookmarks, fit data, maps, and a lot of other things like wallet, and so I mean, these are the most important things. Of course, if you like, especially if you run a small business or something like that, you don't want to lose your emails and Drive if you use it a lot. And calendar is very important. I mean, it's almost impossible to restore Google Calendar, so it's a good thing to have this secured here. So how much does it cost? As I've already told you, it's up to 4 GB, it's free, and after that it's $2 per month for up to 50 gigabytes, and that's quite much. Yeah, I have a lot of data on Google, and I never used more than 50 gigabytes. So yeah, here you have the comparison sheet, what is free and what costs you $2 per month. You can check it out if you like. So I have this in place since a couple of months, and now when you buy this, you get you get access to your dashboard, which looks like this. I'm hiding my name a little bit, of course, but you can see it's spinbackup.com app dash, and then you have access to your data, which you see on the left side, these 6 data containers, or 6 type of data, and you have the dashboard users. Of course, it's only me, auto backup. I will look into that later on. So let's check the dashboard. Here you can see how much data is being used by which data. So overall, you see I have just used up about 25% of everything. So you can drill down a little bit, not too much, of course. It doesn't say much more. When you click on it, you see just the data, the details. So it doesn't tell you more which data is using how much data, of course. So okay, then you have recent activities, which you basically 99% of the time it's just to see which container has been backed up. And if you can see if you have warnings, like in my case, I have maybe 200 gigabytes of photos, so I have deselected this data from being backed up. And here you have again the data where you can see how much you have used and how much is left. Okay, that's the dashboard. Users, it's just my user, and don't have to show you here the first really important thing. Oh no, there's one thing here. I go to the here on the left top, there's win-free storage. There are a couple of questions and very few activities, like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter, and yeah, the usual things, and you get a couple of additional gigabytes, but I mean, it's not really a lot. You get very few additional for free, almost nothing. So it's, yeah, click on it, do the very easy things, and that's it. So let's continue. Here, yeah, of course. Dashboard we have seen. Users, I don't have to show you, it's very basic. Then the auto backup. So here you can select what you want to have backed up. So you see most of the things except Google Photos are daily being backed up at 5:05 p.m. and I have set it up for backup everything. But of course you can make selections or exclusions, like yeah, click on the drive. You can now have picked backup all, but you can say backup only selected items, or do not backup selected items. So that's a good thing, because in my case I have photos which I'm securing from my mobile phone on Google Drive with the Drive sync, and from there it goes to the yeah, Google Drive, of course, which is replicated on my PC, and from there I'm dragging it to the NAS, the network attached storage. So that's my yeah, that was the easiest solution for which I had to secure all my photos to the NAS using the Google Drive. But the thing is, Spinbackup is securing everything every day, and it does not delete anything. So whatever you have on the Google Drive and is selected for backup on Spinbackup, Spinbackup will back up it and never delete, so it uses up your storage. If you temporarily store like 50 gigabytes on your Google Drive for a couple of minutes, and when it's 5:05 in my case, and then it will use up all my available space on Spinbackup. So yeah, that is a little bit a problem, and I'm considering to select this folder which I have used for my photos to select as do not backup. Yeah, so it doesn't waste my space, which is, yeah, of course it costs a lot. That's the thing. You have another alternate way to do that, to get rid of used space. You can here you have the support thing, and then you can either report a bug or idea or enable data deletion. That's the thing, that's the way you have. Apart from that, then it's being enabled for 24 hours, and you get an additional button, and then you can yeah, delete the data. But you have to know, the whatever you delete, it's not deleted on your Google Drive, it's only deleted at the backup of the Spinbackup. So that's very important. Okay, I close this for now, and I go to the, yeah, here's the auto backup. What you have, the activity. So you see, like every day, all the data containers were backed up. So there were a few exclusions. I can check everything in detail. Yeah, you see the only thing which you see. Oh, sorry, no, it's not exclusions, it's executions. Sorry about that. So everything is right, everything is perfectly being backed up. So you see no new task, 65 new items for Google Drive, 189 new emails at this day, and no new contacts or calendar items. And you can do this for every day back to, can't remember, maybe 2 weeks or so. So that helps you to keep track of the backup activity. And you can also have an email, like in my case I select one. Here you have options which you can select. The statistics for the last 3 months takes a little bit of time. Like always, this the spin backup page is not the fastest page, so it takes sometimes a little bit of time to access the functions which you need, but usually you don't need that because it's backed up in the background, so it doesn't bother you if it takes 2 hours or so for the backup. So it's for very rare occasions when you need to restore or to retrieve any data from the spin backup. But it's okay. It's not the fastest page, but yeah, it needs some time. But it's quite stable. I did not have too many errors. So only when I deleted some items from the drive and I wanted to access it at the same time, so it was deleting that asynchronously in the background, same time I wanted to access, so then it got into that conflict and brought up this error. So apart from that, it was quite stable, as I have seen. But I have not tried to do many restores, in fact not one at all, but I think yeah, maybe I will have to do this just to check later that yeah, to make sure that everything is working. So that's regarding the activity and upgrade. Of course, you can upgrade to more licenses or to extra gigabyte. Yeah, in my case it's not needed. And then you have user settings, which I don't have to show you, of course, or yeah, a little bit. Let's see if there is something very interesting. No, that's just like your email and password recovery and those things, so it's not very interesting. So you see, it takes a little bit of time. I go back now to the dashboard, so you see what you have to see. So also on top we have this menu where you can select the data where you want to do something like delete or recover. But as I have already told you, delete is only available when you activate that by request. Otherwise, it's yeah, it's never activated, so you're a little bit protected. That's not a bad thing. So yeah, let's search. Here we have the search button. We can search for something like, here we have these two folders which I have been talking about. You see also it gives a little bit of different menu. So you see drive, you can see the folder, you can drill down into the folder. Yeah, maybe if you need that, lost and found, the deleted items from the drive. And here you have restore, so you can if you pick that folder, for example, you can select something. It says, yeah, selected one item, and then you can click on download, but it doesn't work. So it brings you to this, and yeah. So maybe you can download everything. I haven't tried. If you click here, you are being guided through to a couple of different menus, and I have been talking to the support, and they said it's not intended for that. So actually, the only function which in my as far as I was able to see, the only function is you select this and restore it to your Google Drive when you have it accidentally deleted on your Google Drive. So everything is here, and you can say restore. Yeah, maybe we say we test the restore. Restore added to queue. It says it's processing. So I of course will have to look into that if it's there later on when it says 100%. But you see, even that single item takes quite a while, so I guess it's done. It did not show any 100% confirmation. Yeah, the thing what you have also, you can only select up to 200 items, but of course you can go up and select the whole folder if you want to restore a folder. Yeah, with 1000 items, you don't have to select 5 times 200 items. You can select the whole folder. So yeah, that's the dashboard of the Google Drive data, or mean the overview of the Google Drive data. Now I've selected to go back to the dashboard. Yeah, where we started the whole thing. So yeah, I think it's quite good. It seems to be quite reliable, stable, not too expensive, really good support. Usually they respond within a couple of minutes or at least hours. It never took longer than 1 day. And yeah, if you use too much data, you can delete them. You can activate the deletion from the support menu, or you can exclude the folders which generate a lot of data which is not needed for backup. Yeah, so actually it's about 3 or 4 months since I started, and I have never run into a really big problem. It seems it's quite stable, it's reliable, it's not too costly, support is great. I don't get any money for this feedback, of course. I'm just doing it for myself and to give you some idea and help you a little bit to decide if you can use it or not. So yeah, I hope I was able to help you a little bit about this decision if to use it or not. And I hope you liked it. If you like it, just give me a like on the YouTube and or follow my channel or whatever. So yeah, thanks for your patience and have a great day. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Thank you.